There's this campaign going on mainly in the US at the moment, and it's a new way into the whole climate debate that is a bit different from, change your light bulbs.
Divestment is a very simple idea. You just take your money away from companies that are involved in extracting fossil fuels.
You want your money to be part of the solution and not part of the problem.
Divestment is the biggest signal which any individual or company can give to the fossil fuel industry.
If you want to do something about climate change, you want those fossil fuel companies to stop burning the reserves they've got, and you want them to behave differently. You do that by refusing to buy their shares.
Divestment says we do not accept your premise, we do not like what you're doing.
And in practical terms, it's about moving your money away from the problem and towards the solution.
Don't know about you, but I don't really have any shares.
But
we all have stakes in pension funds, in various forms of investment through our lives. And those investments will almost certainly include shares in fossil fuel companies.
A generation ago, when the biggest moral issue in the world was apartheid in South Africa, Nelson Mandela and Desmond Tutu suggested this tactic, that it was time for the great institutions of the West to cut their economic ties with companies that propped up the apartheid regime. If there's ever going to be any kind of international agreement, it'll only be because our political and business leaders are feeling unrelenting pressure from all over the world.
So unless there's political pressure to change, nothing will change.
Divestment is very useful for shaming companies, it's very useful for bringing the issue out into the open more.
It provides a really powerful moral framework.
This is not a normal movement. There are no great leaders. There's no Dr. King of the climate movement. The fossil fuel industry is sprawling. It's protean. And so the resistance to it needs to be the same way.
But that's the exciting part. The change isn't a technological change, it's not scientific change, it is now social change.
We should be tackling the fossil fuel companies directly. Leave it
in the ground.
on the ground. There's this really simple idea.
This stuff has to be kept in the ground. It cannot be dug up.
Because there's only one reason you get it out of the ground, and that is to burn it.
Leave it on the ground.